Here today in Marcy. First of all, it's great to be back. We've been here many times. I was so proud to be here as a fairly new governor. Now I'm getting almost 2 years, so I'm feeling it. But also to be here to make that extraordinary announcement about Wolfspeed, a $1 billion investment, over 600 jobs. That does not happen every single day. So as proof that we're going to do even more. Today, we're going to plant the seeds to bring new life to an open dirt field just a few hundred yards up the hill. So when I do see an open field, I can't help but think of the field of dreams and the voice of God from the cornfield who said, with great authority, if you build it, they will come. One of the greatest lines of all time. But that is exactly what this announcement is all about. If we build and prepare and get the land ready, the jobs, the businesses, the opportunities will come. And what is so exciting is that I'm joined by incredible individuals who've worked so hard to make this happen. I want to first of all thank, you're going to be hearing from Steve DeMayo. I'll be introducing you momentarily, but certainly what you've done, your tenacity with Mohawk Edge, making sure that the state knows your needs of this region, and you speak with great authority. So I want to thank him. Let's give a round of applause to Steve DeMayo, Mohawk Valley Edge. I want to thank SUNY Poly for welcoming us. We have Dr. Andrew Russell, the officer in charge, and I'm very happy to have your leadership here as well at this outstanding institution that we're so proud of. We also have our great partners in state government. Senator Joe Griffo, who agrees with me 100% of the time, every time. It's wonderful to see you, Senator, and thank you for your leadership in this region. A great friend of mine's, Assembly Member Marianne Buttonshawn, and I want to thank her for, first of all, introducing me to her adorable daughter, her granddaughter, who's now 7 years old, but also you've been tireless in your passion to make sure that this region gets what it deserves, and you've been heard. I want you to assure you you've been heard. We have Assembly Member Brian Miller and Assembly Member Brian Smullen. I thank them for joining us here as well. Our town supervisor, who I did see last time, I was in town government for 14 years, so I always have to acknowledge and show high levels of respect to the supervisors, the people who are in the trenches. But Marcy's a great community, and I thank you for your leadership, Brian Scala. And a great friend of mine, Jackie Izzo, the Rome mayor. A lot of great things have been happening in Rome. Jackie, where are you, Jackie? There you are. What a great community that is. It just continues to get better and better all the time. And of course, we have the president of the council of here at SUNY Poly, Roanne DeStito. Roanne, thank you for all you've done here. We also have our Larry Gilroy, our Mohawk Valley REDC co-chair. And you'll be also hearing from, I love the words Wolfspeed, Lisa Fritz, and you'll be hearing what their plans are as well. So what we have to do here is plan ahead. You can't just hear that a big company wants to go somewhere in the country and then try to decide to recruit them when you don't have the land and the infrastructure shovel ready. So we needed a space that would allow us to be able to land the next big one. And when we talk about how we do that, we've had great success. We did this with Micron. Micron could have gone anywhere in the country. In fact, they were planning going somewhere else in the country. But when they saw a shovel-ready site in the town of Clay, not that far from here, that made it so much easier that they would not have to go through all the regulatory burdens and questions. After many years, is this finally going to be approved or turned down? And so we have to give businesses the clear path, the knowledge that if they come here, it will work out and they will not have any undue delays. So that's why we landed Micron. AMD just opened offices in Fishkill and Rochester. Again, all part of us cultivating that high-tech industry here in upstate New York. And that continues today as we lay the groundwork for a space that will attract the next big company and hire graduates from this very institution, because we produce the best, the smartest, and that is why we are so attractive to companies coming here. And also, we want the businesses that will help power our economy upstate for decades to come. And so, my time as lieutenant governor, I crisscrossed the state trying to convince companies to move here. And I know that what they're always looking for was some assurances. Employers, as I said, want to know that the permits are in place, the infrastructure is right, and work can begin almost immediately because time is money. And that is exactly what we're doing here. You know, we think about this area as well. I talk about how we want to position ourselves for the jobs of the future and create generational wealth based on people who stay here, not leave as it happened for so long. This area was the heart of the textile industry. It also had, at one time, one of the wealthiest per capitas in America. This city nearby was one of the wealthiest. And we obviously lost that by mid-century, last century. Deindustrialization had a big impact. It wasn't just here. It was not just the Mohawk Valley. It happened everywhere as textile mills went overseas, went down south. It was a hard hit for our region, but also for our psychology, how you feel about a region. And when the jobs disappeared, many times hope disappeared. And this is something that I know all too well, coming from Buffalo. That was the story of my childhood. And it strips you of your pride and your purpose, and it's hard to recover from that. People do stop believing, and they start thinking, well, like, I'll raise my kids here, but they're going to leave anyhow, and I'll have to leave. And it's hard. And so, steered in the knowledge of what this area has been through for decades, I said, we're never going back there. Never, ever going backwards. And so, it starts about bringing the elite companies that will follow when the land is ready, but also, again, making sure we have a pipeline of qualified employees. And that's what's so important, leveraging what we have here. I talk to companies from all over the country all the time. They point out to me how extraordinary our educational institutions are here in upstate New York. Don't take that for granted. Don't take that for granted at all. We are the envy of many parts of this country. And you talk about our high quality of life here, more affordable way to live, the fact that no one has long commutes stuck in traffic. When I'm in Buffalo, if anyone drives more than 20 minutes to work, they said, I'm not going. 20 minutes too far. Why would I go 20 minutes? So that's our mentality. But we also have low-cost power. We have plentiful water and resources. We have charm. We have beauty. We have great attractions, the north and the Adirondacks and the rivers and the Erie Canal. My God, we have it all here. And let's never lose sight of that. We have to be our greatest champions and not have a defeatist attitude that I saw as part of the mentality of the region I grew up in. We have to brush that off because I believe confidence breeds confidence. When we're recruiting businesses, when they see that we've got that swagger now, it's like, oh, you want to come here? You want to join Wolfspeed? Because Wolfspeed, did I tell you Wolfspeed was here already? Did I tell you Micron's going down the road? Did I tell you about these other businesses that we're building on, all these great high-tech industries? Embrace the swagger of upstate New York because you have reason to boast and be proud. And the people who stayed here through the tough times, many came from other countries, their grandparents, great-grandparents, and they settled here because of the good jobs. And I'm so excited to know that the children of today and their children will be able to stay here because of the jobs. That is going to make a huge difference, and this is why people want to be here. So today, talking about not just being skill-ready and a community-ready, we have to be shovel-ready. I'm proud to announce $40 million in Fast New York. Fast New York means we're going to get everything ready. 7 new sites will be funded to get them ready around the state. Someday, they will house the emerging industries of the future, and I'm talking about renewable sciences, life sciences, agribusinesses, as well as high-tech. But the moment you've been waiting for is how much are you getting, or else why am I here today, right? I can say, what is she talking about? Of that $40 million for the entire state, we're allocating $14 million for Mohawk Valley Edge to further develop the Marcy Nano Center site. So congratulations, congratulations. We believe that this will plant the seeds for a semiconductor supply chain campus, literally right here. I think this is the immediate opportunity, just a few hundred yards from where we're standing.